Hi. Yesterday we had a Women's Day celebrations in our office. And my question to you today is, should we celebrate Women's Day at all or not? Now I'm saying that from the experience of our office. 50% of women in Expino actually yesterday raised their hands and said, we don't want to celebrate Women's Day at Expino again. I actually thought we had done a bad job of celebrating. I came late to office and I asked my co-founder, what did we do? I believe we had a collective lunch. We had ordered lunch in, and a good Samaritan had brought roses for women. So I thought that was great. And women had all dressed up, and they were looking bright, energetic for the day. And something was still missing. So then we got into a conversation, and many of them spoke, and we realized that one of the voices that was coming out strongly is we want to be treated equally. We don't want the celebrations which actually makes us feel different, special. I think the equal treatment is a great beginning is what we heard, In fact, they went on to give examples, even saying that, I believe if you actually give a support to a limb, the limb in fact becomes weaker. So they said, don't give more support, treat us equally. So in an industry like ours, especially staffing and recruiting industry in India, $6 billion big, growing at a double-digit rate, and part of a $400 billion industry globally, we have almost 60 to 70% of women as a workforce. And here, one ironical fact is that we do not have a single woman CEO in India or globally amongst all these Fortune 500 firms. So that's strange, right? So I think this conversation is important where you have a higher participation of women, but still do not have enough women leaders. So what is that women are telling us, And I go back in time. Once we had a returning lady coming back from maternity, she had a 5-year break, and after she joined, every month I would check on her. My head of HR would ask her, how are you doing? One fine day she told both of us, stop asking this. You don't do this to anybody else. Why special? She said, I'm fine where I am. Don't mollycoddle me. And this is the way I would get back easily, and I'm doing just fine. I think what women are telling us is to treat them equally. That is the message I'm getting, including what women at Expino are telling us. But at the same time, I honestly believe that there is a need for all these conversations that we are having. I think the celebration has a meaning. I don't think it's just optics. Organizations, many people, at least we here, definitely believe that it's a real intent to have the conversations to make people more sensitive. But at the same time, I'm caught, what will we do next year? Because women at Expino are telling they don't want to celebrate. So as I decide for ourselves, I want to ask you, whether you celebrated Women's Day, what do you think of the celebrations that's happening all around you and the conversations around women? Should we stop celebrating Women's Day and let every day be Women's Day by how we behave around them and with them? So these are my questions today. Let me know what do you think by commenting in there. And thank you again for viewing and listening to me.